Hello, everyone. I'm just waiting for anybody to get in, and here are the people. Hello, everyone. We need to right now do a sound and visual check. Do you hear me? Do you see me? I will repeat this. Can you please write whether you hear and see me? So, since nobody is answering me, supposedly you do hear and you do see me. Hello once again. My name is Alexei Kenin. I am brand ambassador of the Eagle Aurum company. And today I am going to do a first webinar in English language dedicated to presentation of our company, Eagle Aurum. Traditionally, we start webinars with the videos, official videos of the company, to give you a vision of what is happening and what does our company do and who represents it. And let's do it. Hello everyone again. Do you hear me? Do you see me? Okay, so nobody's responding me in the chat, and I know that the sound in the video you might not have heard it because certain reasons, but it's all good. This is not the most crucial part of our presentation, and since people are here and people are ready to see the presentation, I will start. So here it is, Eagle Aurum Company, its official logo, and let's talk about our company. Eagle Aurum Company is a commercial entity which is registered and headquartered in Spain, Valencia, at 2016. The company, as a commercial company, has a partner bank, which is Caixa Bank, which is a Spanish bank. You can find all the information on their official website, which is caixabank.com. The company is opened on July 10th of 2016. Information about the legal entity and all the documents, official documents of a legal entity that you might need and want to see, you can find them on the following web address, which is n.datsocapital.com. And in the search bar there, type Eagle Aurum Company SL, and you will find there only one company, which is Eagle Aurum. There you can find all the details about the company, and if you want to see the actual documents, the VAT documents and other things, you need to pay for it a certain amount of money, because this is not free information. Yes, here is displayed our office. On the right part of the screen, you see the building in which this office exists, which is Euro building in Valencia on the address Avenue Aragon 30. Avenue Aragon 30. The fiscal identification code of the company you can also see on the screen. This is B988-295. By using this code, you can also find legal information about the company. In the office you see right now on your screen, this is the headquarters. This is the first and for now the only office the company has. Here you can find people and executives working. Here you can come at working time to ask whatever questions you want, to most probably pay services of the company, like entrance of the marketing MLM program, or to buy gold or silver directly. There will be a showcase. Basically, this is the center, and this is the place you can find out and find everything you need. Let's continue. What are the activities of the company? The company is registered and licensed as a commercial company that sells, store, and delivers precious metals. For now, the precious metals are gold and silver in ingots and coins. The line of gold ingots starts with 0.5 grams, ending with 400 ounces, basically the 12 kilogram bar. Silver ingots are represented by the line of ingots starting from 5 grams to, 2.5 grams to, from 2.5 grams to 5 kilograms. The company sells its products retail, wholesale, online, and via MLM program. Also, the products that you bought from the company can be redeemed by the company with the consequent request. Delivery of products the company sells is provided by an international company, Prosegur. There is the link, you can enter it and find all the information you might need about the company. As I already said, according to the company is working in accordance with the European legislation and the right to trade investment gold and silver license. And according to its license, it is officially stated that the company can sell products retail, wholesale, online, and which is the most important, this is officially licensed. The company is able to sell its products legally via MLM system, multi-level marketing system, in which a certain amount of product can be bought by engaging other people who wants to buy the product of the company. Let's talk about a bit about the expansion plan of the company, which implies opening of at least 30 offices in first 5 years, which are distributed all around the world on all continents in the major capitals. The offices are designed to provide support to clients of the company, to provide the ability to buy the products of the company on the place without going like half a world to another country and place to buy it. Yes, the company is looking forward to provide the most comfortable way of working with its clients. It doesn't matter, the company can have different types of clients, and the strategy of the company is to provide support to its clients, to any kind of its clients in any point of the world. As you can see, the pins that are displayed on the map, they are pointed at Japan and its capital Tokyo, in the Philippines and its capital Manila, in UAE with the center in Dubai, in Africa. This is the country which is called Nigeria, and its capital Lagos. The central point, the central pin on the map represents the Valencian office, which is already opened, and another 5 pins represent offices in one in Latin America and 4 others in the Northern America, the United States. The cities are Los Angeles, New York, and two other, Miami, of course, and another one. I think no, this is one office in Latin America. The other, which is higher, represents Mexico, and 3 others represents the offices in United States. Yeah, so the company has a really ambitious and wide plan of expansion to provide the best support its clients may need. Let's continue with the presentation of the officials of the company, and now on the screen you see Alejandro Raul Arguilla. This is the CEO and the president of the company, the person who initiated this project, who brought it to reality, and who now lets lets all the things that that are needed to be developed, lets it develop. This is a person with really rich experience, with miraculous abilities in different fields. And personally, I think if we have, since we have such a CEO and president, the company is in secure hands, and the development of the company will be going in the best way it is possible. This person is highly reliable. The next group of people represents the head executives of the company, which are working in different fields to let the company live and develop. Let's start from left to right. The first person is logistics director Natalia Argilia. She, as much as I know, she's very experienced in her field, and she is able to do her work very qualitatively. The next person is Ronald Rueda, which is sales director, which also is a very experienced person in his field, and with him, it feels secure to develop our company. The central person is Francisco Perez, which is vice president of the company and the major and the closest companion, accomplice of Alejandro Argilia, who invested a lot of his energies and resources to let this company appear. The next person is Elena Kadatska, which is marketing director, which is also, of course, everyone in the executive team and in our staff is very experienced. And I know personally for a long time this person. She is not only experienced in her field, she, as I was looking at her, developing her professional abilities, she was always looking for new and creative ways of doing her job. And here, I believe she is already showing her proficiency and power in what she does. And this is our marketing director. The next person, the fifth, the last one, is Adil Gasmala. This is the regional manager of Arab world and Africa. And here I want to stop for a second, because with CEO Alejandro and for the rest four people is pretty much clear. One is CEO, another is marketing director, another is vice president, sales director, logistic director. With these positions, everything is clear. But the original manager, at the first sight, it may not be too obvious what does this person do. So Adil Gasmala is the regional manager. The task and objectives of regional managers is to, first of all, manage the office, which is located in his region, and to control all the processes that the company has in this certain country. So in this included support of the clients, and this included the provision of delivery of the products. It also includes the watching and the controlling of the discipline of all the parts of the company working in this region, and so on. So this is the first for now, and the only person who is the regional manager, and he is going to be located where the company's office is going to be located, which is Dubai, and there he is going to do everything that is in his responsibility, to provide support, to provide deliveries, to control the discipline, to maintain the order. Okay, let's go on. Let's talk about products of the company. As I already said, the company trades investment gold and silver ingots in coins. For now, the company provides the products of only one company, which is IGR. This is Istanbul Refinery, which is certificated and licensed by LBMA, that they provide the finest products, which is investment gold, 24 carats or 4 nines purity, and the same thing with silver. Previously, I also mentioned the website of the company. So if you are interested in details, what does this company do and how it works, you are welcome to their official website. On the previous slides, we saw ingots, silver ingots and coins, or silver and gold and silver ingots. On this slide, we see gold and silver coins. As you might have noticed, the silver coin is with our official logo. This is one of the peculiarities of our company, that the company will soon have their own coins. So whenever you will be buying silver coins in our company, you will be able to buy it with the official logo of the company. Okay, so now we are bouncing to one of the most interesting parts. It is the part with different activities of the company. And the first thing I want to represent you is Eagle University. The company fully understands how it is important to have the best people in its executive team, in its staff, its employees, and all the people that are connected with the company, who represent the company and do everything. Basically, they cannot be just like random persons, random people with maybe with even good abilities and good experience. The company requires people who are specially and professionally trained by itself, because like in whatever way a person can be experienced and professional, but if he doesn't really into detailed information and knowledge about the company, this person will not be able to work properly. So the company organized Eagle University. This is a formation, an educational organization in which the company will be providing training and education to people that might want to work in this company. The programs are prepared and funded totally by the company and in collaboration with the best coaches worldwide. A bit later, I will return to this topic again, and for now, let's continue. Executive plan of the company implies that any leader, and I hope you understand who leaders are, and if not, you will understand a bit later. The executive plan implies offering a career opportunity to its leaders. The leaders are the people who develop their business with the company to high levels. Freedom. What does freedom in this case mean? So most probably you are, I think you would have not been here if you wouldn't been aware of what is company doing. And I want to state right now that the company has no limitations, uh, puts no limitations on your activities uh, if you cooperate with it. So you can do as many different activities and businesses as you want. The company, for company, it doesn't matter. For the company, you are its client, and they will put all their efforts to treat you well, to educate you, to provide you the best support. And last thing before we talk about, I think, the most interesting part of our presentation, which is MLM program of the company, I want to tell you that one of the most important points and objectives the company put before itself is the discipline. The company wants to make it this way, so its clients always feel secured and protected, because yeah, there were many different experiences when people were participating in different projects, and they were using dirty methods in order to achieve their goals. And here I want to assure you that you are fully protected and secure by the company's zero tolerance policy against corruption and individual who commits any act that can harm in any way other customers, suppliers, or the company, or anyone connected with it. So this was the part which represented by which I presented you the company, its activities, its legal legal aspects, its attitude towards different things. And now let's jump to into the most interesting part, which is MLM program of the company. Our compensation plan. The story about our compensation plan, I want to start with the purchase order, which you see on your screen. So yes, you are most probably aware the company has an MLM program in which you can participate by attracting clients to the company who are interested in purchase of gold and precious metals in general, to a certain program in which everything will be accounted, and for attraction of other clients, of new clients to the company, you will be receiving rewards. So we see on our screen a concentric circle with 3 layers. Let's figure out what is what. In the middle, you see an eagle, a logo of the company. By this eagle, by the logo of the company, is represented the place of the owner of an order. So if you are an owner and you have an order, you will see yourself in the middle of the circle, and this will be all the way in the MLM program of the company. You will always see yourself in the middle. What comes next? The next thing is that when you have your order, in order to start earning in this program, in order to start increasing your earnings, you need to attract new clients. And when you attract new clients, they are placed in your order. Here you see 12 cells apart from the middle one. in which the attracted clients will be placed. They are 12 cells, 12 new clients, and when it comes to having 12 clients on one order, this order is considered completed, and the owner of the order receive a reward. So how does the placement happens? Yeah, I think considering the fact that you see it's in the text form in the right upper corner, that the clients will be placed from the inner circle outwards and clockwise. So with the very first client, when you attract him and he also enters the program, goes to the first cell. The second goes to the second, the third goes to the third. After the inner circle, the inner circle is completed, new attracted clients start getting placed in the out circle, where we have 8 cells. Let me tell you about one thing. Most probably you have a question, what is the difference between the inner and outer circle? They should, the fact that there are inner and outer circles should represents that there is a difference between them, and yes, it is so. The difference is the following. In this program, in this algorithm, on your orders, in your orders, you can see, you can have your first line and your second line. So the directly attracted customers and their attracted customers, the people whom are invited by them. The thing is the following: if your one of your directs is on the first, it's not if, like your directs always are going to be in the inner circle. Let's imagine you have one person on the first cell. When he invites his customers, his new clients, they are placed in his order, and anyone in this program sees himself in the middle. So he will have completely the same completely the same order, and he will see himself in the middle. And for him, his direct invitee is going to be placed on the first cell. So you have your directly invited person on the first cell, and when he has his directly invited people, they at the same time are placed in his order and in your order. Let me explain the difference. The inner and outer circle, in both inner and outer circle, you can have your directly invited customers, but directly the customers invited by your directly invited customers, you can have only on the outer circle. And as you see, the separation, the division of these blocks, which is like the first cell and the fourth, fifth, and sixth, and the same thing with others, is that you can have maximum three directly invited people by your direct. You can have from each direct in your order, you can have maximum 3 directly invited people by him. So the most obvious way it can be done is that you have one direct on the first, one direct on the second, one direct on the third. And here comes the different variations. So let's talk about the most obvious one. Your first direct fills his order, and three people out out of 12 people on his order will be displayed on yours, and they consequently will help you complete the order. You will have 3 from your first one, 3 from your second one, and 3 from your third one, and that's how the order is completed. But and another thing is that, for example, okay, you have your three directs. For example, first and the second one, they work fine, and they already have their their directs in their orders, and they are in your order already. But for example, the third one, he has some kind of problems. Doesn't matter which kind of problems, but he's stopping you from completing the order. Here you can place your other directs that will help you complete the order, and that's how you will receive your reward. Okay, let's continue. So how it happens? You enter the program, you enter the program with the 40 euro prepayment, which is represented by pre-purchase on this slide. You complete the order, you receive your reward, and you go to another order. This is pretty much the algorithm. You enter the program, you complete your orders. By completion of your first order, you move to other orders, and by completion of other orders, you open new ones and new ones. Here is the model of of the building, of the structure in the sense of orders. So the left upper one represents the very first order. When you complete it, happen 2 things. You go to another order of a higher level, and at the same time you go to another order of the same type. When you close again the second order of the first type, you go to the third order of this type, and the same thing with others. On the second, you open your second order of this type, and you go to the higher one, and it continues. The thing is that the amount of orders, the number of orders of the same type, is infinite, and you will soon understand why. So let's talk about the numbers and different orders. In the MLM program of Eagle Aurum company, we have 7 different orders, and only one through which you can enter. This order is called Argentum Mini. The entrance payment, or prepayment for the product of the company, is 40 euro. When you complete the order, your reward is 212 euro. The second order is Argentum Mini. The prepayment for this order is 150. The reward is 790. The same. The next order is Aurum Mini. The prepayment is higher again, and the reward is higher. And thus, in this way, we have 7 different orders. The first is Argentum Mini, Argentum, Aurum Mini, Aurum Senior, Aurum Master, Aurum Platinum, and the Millionaire Club. So in the end, in the last order, after completion of the order, you will be receiving 1 million euro. Yeah, it may sound too much, but considering the fact that you enter only with 40 euro and you don't need to invest any other funds in order to reach the Millionaire Club, but this is how it is. You start with the 40, you reach the order by completion of which you receive 1 million euro. Let's talk about the funds flow and how everything happens. We have 7 orders. We have pre-purchase, prepayment amount, and we have the reward amount. But in between of them, there is one thing which is called first reward, and whenever you close the first order of your order of each type, you do not receive the full reward uh, because what? Because when you close the first when you close the first type, the first order of any type, the system automatically puts you to a higher level order, at the same time deducting the entrance fee to this higher level order. So let's do it on the example. So Argentum Mini, the reward is 212, but we consider that when you go to another order, you do a prepayment for this order, and in this case, this is 150 for Argentum. And thus your first reward is 62 euro. Okay, so you receive 212, and the system automatically deducts 150 in order to enter the next order, the next type of order. And the system works with all the orders, with all the types of orders except Millionaire Club, which I think is pretty much obvious. So yeah, with completion of Argentum and going to Aurum Mini, is pretty much the same. The reward amount is 790, and the prepayment amount of Aurum Mini is 580. You subtract 580 from 790, and you have the number which is 210. But already when you complete your order, your second order of any type, you receive the full reward, which is represented by the third column. Yeah, the exception is Millionaire Club, because this is the last order, and after completion of this order, you don't go to any new type of order. And that is why when you complete your first platinum order, you have the reward in the amount of 290,000. You pay for the entrance of Millionaire Club 179,000. You receive as the first reward almost 50,000 euro, and that is it. That is the moment when the prepayment for next orders are finished. You don't anymore. The system doesn't anymore deduct any funds from your rewards. Okay, the next slide is about the residual income system, and I want to talk in details about the main program with orders and rewards. So let's do a summary. You enter the program with 40 euro. Anyone who you will be inviting will be entering the program with 40 euro. The system is organized in the way that anyone enters only with 40 euro, and this is possible by the system of infinite multiplication of orders. So when you close your first Argentum Mini, you receive your reward, and you go to the second one. And in the second one, you again, if you invite someone, you put them. Uh, they are put by the system in the Argentum Mini, and this is not your first one, but the second one. And whenever you will be uh, inviting new direct new customers, they will be placed on the Argentum Mini, and this is the mechanism which lets you completing more and more and more orders of each type. So the biggest amount of orders completed will always be uh, Argentum Mini, the first one. And not only that, when you invite um, new people, they go to Argentum Mini. Also, um, when you're already invited people who are working, when they finish, when they complete their silver Argentum Mini orders, they always follow you. So they will be infinitely following you to all the Argentum Mini orders. So this is this system of infinite accumulation of funds, which which lets you have decent incomes. And let me remind you that the way of uh, this MLM program, it doesn't represent this in its core. It's not the mechanism of earning. In fact, this is the one of the ways, one of the methods and forms of selling products. So whatever happens within within the system, it is based on the purchase of products. So, for example, when you receive whatever reward, this for this amount of funds of money of currency, the company buys gold for you. So when you complete your orders, you receive not the money itself, but the gold first, and then you decide if you want to monetize the product you basically bought in the company, but you didn't buy it directly, but by inviting other customers to organize sort of a collective purchase. Yeah, when you have the product on hands, you decide what to do, either to monetize it or to deliver it or to leave it for the storage. With this, I hope it's pretty much clear. Another thing is that when you receive your reward, when you basically complete an order, you receive your reward in the form of gold, and you are able to sell to monetize the product directly. So the very moment you closed your order, you are able to sell the gold, to sell the silver or gold back to the company to receive on your internal account, to receive it onto your internal account the currency, and to withdraw it to your credit or debit card or bank account, whatever. You are able to do it right away after completion um, of an order. You don't need to wait 14 days, but in fact, according to the international law, any product that is bought anywhere, the customer has a right to, within 40 days, to return this product. And here may arise the question why there is this system of holding the product 14 days, and the company gives the possibility to monetize it directly. The answer is simple. All the consequences that that may happen with the that may happen within this 40 days, whatever, if anything happens with this 40 days and there are some kind of problems or whatever, the company takes responsibility upon this. So whatever problems happen, whatever whatever issues there are with different financial or governmental agencies, the company takes responsibility on itself, and the client is free from all these procedures. So he has his product and he's able to monetize it right away. What else? Else is the thing that this legal aspect, the aspect of license of the company. So in fact, of course, in order to enter this program, you need to register in the system on the website eagleaurum.com. When you register on the website eagleaurum.com, when you have an account, and you have an account in there, and wait, it's like account and account. And when you have an account in the system, it means that you have this account in the bank. Let me explain you what it means. Remember that the partner bank of the company is Caixa Bank, and having an account in the system of Eagle Aurum means having account in this bank, and all the financial operations that are happening within the internal account in the Eagle Aurum are at the same time happening in the bank account of this bank. This tells us about several things. First of all, that everything is secured by the bank. So it's not that you have these numbers on the screen in your internal account in Eagle Aurum. It means that you also have all these numbers and all this gold and all this product in the bank account, and this is officially stated, and the company is obliged to report about all the funds and all the products that the clients and the company itself have. According to its license, the company, whenever a person do a prepayment, the first and the only prepayment, which is €40, or whenever a client, a participant of the program receive any kind of reward, which is represented in gold mainly, the company is obliged, according to its license, to buy the product the company says their clients have. So in this case, everything is secured on extremely high levels. So the thing I wanted to make you understand is that whatever you have within the internal account in the Eagle Aurum, you have it in bank, and you are always able, for example, to go to the bank, to the partner bank of the company, and to approve the fact that you have your product. You have the product that the Eagle Aurum says you have. For example, you have in Eagle Aurum this internal account, you have, for example, 50 grams of gold. It means that you have this gold in a certain place, in a certain storage, in a certain bank. And through this bank, you can assure yourself that it's really so, and the company really buys gold, and that this is 100% true. Yes, I finished with explanation of the marketing of the compensation plan regarding the tables and what is and what is seen and what is first and what is the main thing. Now let's talk about the system of the residual income. I will start with the introduction of that. The company has two systems of residual income, but today we are going to talk about only one of them. Okay, the residual income, residual bonus. I have just understood that I forgot to mention what is qualification in the system, and I'm going to do it right now. Yes, in order to receive your rewards in the system, you need to be qualified. Qualification implies having 3 directly invited clients. So as soon as you have 3 directly invited clients, for you opens 2 doors. Doors to the doors to receiving rewards after completion of orders, and the second one is the door of having residual income from work of your structure. And now we are going to talk about the residual income from work of your structure. So when you have 3 directly invited clients, your 3 partners, you start receive 1.4% from any completed order in your structure down 4 lines. So in your first, second, third, and fourth line, whenever an order is closed, you receive on your account 1.4% of the reward. For example, you take any number of these. For example, it's like 212, 3,000. You find the 1.4% from it, and this is what you have for completion in your structure for down 4 lines. The next step is having 4 directs, and when you have 4 directs, you start receiving residual bonus income from not from 4 but from 6 lines. Continuing with that, when you have 5 directs, you start receiving 0.4% from any order completed in your structure down 8 lines. When you have 6 directs, you do it down 9 lines, and when you have your 7th direct, which is a certain finishing step, you start receiving 1.4% from any completed order in your structure down 10 lines, and also it opens you the door to another system of residual income, about which I'm not going to talk about today, but later in my future webinars. So this is pretty much it. You need just 7 directly invited people in order to have bonus residual income from work of your structure. Okay, for now I finished with the MLM program. I told you about the orders, of how it goes, about the flow of funds, the flow of orders, some details, and so on. And now let's talk about other things. And the first other thing is client's protection. The company sees really strong importance in that in that its clients are protected, and not only they are protected legally, and they need to have this feeling of being protected. And in order for its clients to feel protected, the company designed the following rules. First of all, change of sponsor is forbidden. So when you register, the registration in the Eagle Aurum.com is possible only with a sponsor. So there should be a person who invited you, and using his ID in the system, you register. And the fact that the change of sponsor is forbidden means that you will not be able to change the sponsor, saving all the progress you have in the program. Yeah, of course, you can technically change the sponsor by registering a new account, but it means that, you know, yeah, you'll just start from the very beginning. There is no such option that you change the sponsor to another you change your sponsor to another ID. This is fully forbidden, and it cuts off many problems that may arise if the change of sponsor is possible. I think you understand which problems may arise. The second rule is that change of position in the uh, in the in the orders is also forbidden. So you will never be able to change the place you are in, and this is from the point of view of this from the point of view of organization of the system. This is not possible. You always see yourself in the middle, and there is just no place you can change your position to. You know, there are no empty orders to which you could like change, yeah, to change your position. There are just they just don't exist. And by the actual mechanism the system is organized, the change of position is forbidden. Another thing connected with legal aspect is that the company, you know, this is not necessary for any company, but Eagle Aurum and its executives decided to make it this way, so that as every certain period of time the company uh, is is checked by an external audit companies. So to make sure that all the financial statements are clear, so all the stocks of precious metals are matching the real picture, and the not only stocks of precious metals, stock of precious metals of the company, but also of its clients. This is, yeah, the thing when uh, yeah, when you are able to go and check whether the gold you have in the company really exists. That's what it represents. Now there will be official documents where will be stated that this person registered under this name and this ID with these documents has this amount of gold, and the company decided to be checked a certain every certain period of time. And not only that it decided to check, the company will be publishing these statements. I don't know in which place yet, but of course there will be a link on the official website, and you will always be able to see online that yes, everything is accounted, and there is no fake system of buying gold. And yes, that is it. About the payment. The payment right now is possible through two main ways, which is through credit and debit cards and a wire transfer. There are certain advantages and disadvantages of in each of these ways. So, for example, consider the fact that the only prepayment you need to make is €40. There's just one-time payment forever. No, not like this. You will not understand why is this so. So let's start from the credit and debit cards. Yes, the most comfortable way, as we know, is to just I don't know, fill in some fields on a certain web page, so your transaction is completed. And you can do it through with the credit and debit cards, but through a certain system uh, which is called Euro Exchange. Um, Euro Exchange. Euro Exchange is a remittance service through which you can convert currency, where you can hold your funds, where through which you can transfer your funds to different places of the world. The thing is that for now, the payment of entrance to the program is possible only through the system. And in this system, in order to pay from a credit or debit card, you need to be validated. Anyone who wants to pay through credit and debit cards has to be validated in the system. It takes time. Usually, it is not more than 24 hours. Yeah, the review of your documents happens within 24 hours. This is not a long time, but this is, not an obstacle, but the things that make the system harder. Another thing is that by paying through credit or debit card, you can do it only for yourself. So if you have a credit or debit card, you cannot pay for other people to enter. So through credit or debit cards, through cards can be paid only the owners of the cards. Yeah, and the complexity with payment through cards is that you need to be validated. And considering the fact that there's only one time 40 euro payment for entering the program, you might ask yourself, why do I need to register in a certain remittance service to validate myself if I will use it only once and for transferring 40 euro? Yes, this is a fair question, but you need to understand that for doing it through credit and debit cards, there is only this way: Euro Exchange, this remittance service, and you need to be validated. But you can also do a wire transfer, which is a direct bank transfer, when you just once you just go to the bank, you just fill in the needed papers, and you transfer 40 euro to the company. And that is the method when you don't need any verification of your documents. So two ways. The most comfortable way has additional actions, which is like linking, like first of all creating an account in this remittance service Euro Exchange, linking a card, sending documents for validation, and only then you can pay. But this is the way you can do it through a card. If you don't want to do all these things, you just do it via wire transfer. This was the last slide of my presentation, but I have not yet finished. I want to talk about one thing, that the system of accounting orders, which you see right now on the screen, which is the circle where all the orders are counted. The system of accounting orders is organized in such a way that if someone is not working, for example, let's do it on example. I will not even try to just state it this way. Let's do it right away in the example. So, for example, you have 3 directs, okay, which are on the first, second, and third place. Your first and second direct working fine, and everything is good. They have movement. They push you up to new orders. You receive your rewards. You have your earnings. Everything is good. But your third one, for example, has problems and he's stuck. Okay, the system is organized in such a way that the fact that your third branch is not working will not disturb anyone. So other branches of yours will never meet them in their orders, making it the way that when someone is stuck, they do not disturb others. If someone is stuck, they're just stuck and don't give the full power of your structure working. Uh, but in this case, it is nothing. It's just like a bit of losses of speed. The most important thing is that all all of your other branches and people are not, and parts of the structure are not affected by those who don't work. So when someone is stuck, all you and all your other branches um, can continue working relaxed because nothing they are not affected by this. And the second one, the 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 fact B is that when your downlines do not work, considering the fact that nor you and your other branches do not meet them in the order, they will never be pushed by someone else. In this way, there is no possibility to receive an undeserved reward like it was possible in other projects, for example. And you just stand in a table, you go to a table where are other working people, and they have a choice. Either they fill the table by their forces, thus yeah thus pushing themselves, but at the same time pushing you. Here it is not possible. If you don't work, your sponsor is not able to push you. His other partners directs are not able to push him. The only way it is possible is that you are a sponsor of three working branches. You have three that have working branches. Yeah, in this way you can basically not work anymore on attraction of new clients, and you will be pushed up. But this is in case you have three direct people who are working. But here comes another thing. The thing is that it doesn't matter who your sponsor are. For example, your direct ones, if he's working more, he's working better, he will be receiving more rewards than you, because he fills his order with 12 directs, with 12 people, and you can have from this 12 only 3 people. Okay, thus if you are not filling your order and your direct is filling his order, he will be just closing more orders than you, and thus consequently will be earning more than you. And here it doesn't matter who your sponsor are. Here it depends like how you work, and everyone is able to work independently. You work for yourself. When you work for yourself, you don't, yeah, it's not fair to say that you don't work for others, but I hope you got what I mean. And also another question might have arisen in your head: what happens when when my direct fills an order faster than me? What happens? What happens is that uh, when your direct fills the order faster than you, he just returns to your order, occupying the same place. That is it. So I'm I'm checking whether I missed something. I missed something that I wanted to say, and I think there is nothing I want to say more. So now my presentation is ended, and we can continue with answering to your questions. Oof, it's pretty warm here, so I'm here now with you, and I'm ready to answer to your questions. I see the last question from Lise. This is the only question I see. What about residual income, and what do you exactly want to know about the residual income? Everyone hears me, everyone sees me. I'm still here to answer your questions. If you don't have any questions, considering the fact that you do not, you didn't understand how to increase what the amount, the number of lines from which you have the residual income. Maybe I understood you, and I will show the presentation again. So this is the slide with the residual incomes. So the way to increase the amount of residual income you have is to have more directs. When you complete the qualification, which is 3 people, you start having residual income from the work of your 4 lines. They have 4 from 6 lines, 5 directs, 8 lines, 6 directs, 9 lines, and 7 directs, 10 lines. Is that what you asked? Okay, then. I suppose that was the only question. I'm very thankful for what you said, Aleska. That it was a very good presentation, and congratulations to me. I'm very thankful for such a point of view. So, if no one has any more questions, I am about to end the webinar. No one. Yeah, but with Liz, yeah, it is good that you understood everything and I was able to explain you it. But seemingly you were the only person who had questions, and I'm finishing the webinar. I am thankful. My thanks to everyone who was here during the presentation. I hope that everything was clear, though I think my performance was not the best. but it doesn't matter. Yeah, thank you for being here and have a nice one. Soon will be other webinars with improved improved way of giving information with another maybe order of giving information with additional facts, additional details of the system of everything. So today is the um, yeah, today's Friday, and the next English webinar will also be on Friday. So thanks everyone, and until the next Friday.